Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and beyond. I try products out for you so you have a better idea of what to buy and more importantly, what not to buy. And today I am trying out, yes, you guessed it, the Tower 28 SunnyDays Tinted SPF Sunscreen Foundation. They have the word foundation in the product title, so okay. I have been testing this out for the last week or so. I have a final verdict I want to share with you. So if you want to learn more about this or you're thinking about buying it, watch this honest review before you shop. Here we go. 30 bucks, 14 shades available. Real quick, if you like seeing these honest reviews, don't forget to take 2 seconds, hit the like button, share it with a friend who's on a clean beauty journey as well. And now it's time to dive into the scorecard. 5 questions, it gets me to one final answer, one final verdict. And it always starts with the first question, which is all about ingredients. This has 12.6% zinc oxide inside. There are coconut oil derivatives, so if your skin doesn't tolerate those, you're going to want to pass. It is cruelty-free, alcohol-free, and a gluten-free formula. There's also phenoxyethanol inside, which is not a deal breaker necessarily. It is higher on the list. Percentage of this ingredient matters. If it's less than 0.1%, I think. I'll put links below if you want to learn more about it. I don't really know what exact percentages are. I just know I don't prefer to use products with phenoxyethanol in there. That's about it on the ingredients scan. Next up, let's talk a little bit about application. So how does it apply? Is it easy to apply? I found this to apply very easily with the fingers. It's a little bit more on the wet side of formulas, so it's a little bit more liquidy. It's not a thick cream. It worked well with fingers. I had to press it in a little bit. The kabuki brush buffed it in perfectly, plus it was quicker. So I preferred the kabuki versus just using my hands. Claims to be non-greasy, no white cast, and non-oxidizing, which is great. I don't talk about oxidation much on this channel, but there are certain products that just start looking a little yellow or orange a little too fast. That to me is a sign of fast oxidation. There's other signs as well, but that's something I look for. It drives me nuts when you invest in something and then all of a sudden it's a different shade. So 0 white cast from this. It didn't have a sunscreeny scent. It doesn't have any scent, to be honest with you. And it was far from greasy, so I would say it followed through on all those claims. It's also really lightweight. I didn't even feel it on my skin throughout the day. Didn't even know it's there, which is one of my favorite qualities of a product. Overall for application, it received a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. So let's dive into coverage. This product is supposed to give you light to medium coverage. I think with one layer, it gives very strong light coverage. I could still see a little redness. My skin still looked like skin underneath, but it did even things out. Building with the brush was very easy to do. It was a little bit easier for me again than using my hands. I usually use my hands, so just saying it. The coverage did build well. It did, however, cause the finish to suffer a tad. I'm going to talk about that in 2 seconds in detail, but overall for coverage, I think it did a really decent job. Plus, there are 14 shades available here, which is pretty great. And they run the full spectrum. I'm very happy to see that whenever I see that. Overall for coverage, I gave the product a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. Finish. All right, so here's where it lost me a little bit. It claims to give you a natural finish, skin looks like skin finish, air quote. And I think it did an okay job with the natural side of that. Skin looked pretty natural. Actually, no, I take that back. Skin did not look like skin for me. For me, this product, it did give really nice coverage. I did find my skin to look a little, the best word I can use, it's kind of a negative one, is dull. It lost the bounce for me. This could be a really good thing if you have an oilier skin type, something like that. You might really not want the extra shine, or it can tone down the shine. I tried different things underneath, different types of moisturizers, oils. I tried different tools, and I still couldn't figure out how to get more of a bounce without really messing up coverage or making the finish worse. One layer was okay when it came to finish. It's just when I built it up, which I kind of wanted to do, it started to look kind of lackluster. If you're not into dewy and you don't want any luminosity or shine and you want something lightweight and the ingredients are okay for you, then this could be a positive for you. Just for me, it was meh. And because their claim was skin looks like skin, I gave it a middle of the road rating here. It wasn't terrible. It just I don't think followed through completely on the claims because it was supposed to be buildable as well. So 3 out of 5 on the scorecard for finish. And finally, the wear test brings it back up a little bit because this wore so well throughout the day. Really held up nicely in terms of coverage. That finish was still kind of iffy, so it didn't get a 5 out of 5, of course, but I would say the coverage held strong, whether it was light or whether it was built up to medium. Only thing is, by the very end of the day, when I was super up close in a magnification mirror with way too many lights on your face for like 8 p.m., there was a little bit of feathering and powderiness that I could see. It was so small, but it was there. So it got a small ding on wear test. It received a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard there. Which brings me to the final score of 15 out of 20. And now let's talk about the final verdict, shall we? Okay. Would I buy this again? I personally will just tell you straight out, I'm not gonna buy it again. This is the personal portion, so keep that in mind. I love the price point. I liked a lot about the product. It was just that finish. I was longing for something that was a little bit more, again, the word bounce comes to mind. And normally I can zhuzh it with a mix of a product. I can put something underneath and get that bounce. This really toned it down. So that's why I keep thinking it would be really good for people with oilier skin types that automatically have that intrinsically in their skin already, so this might work really well for you. If you want to see what my favorites are, Britt's Picks is now live, I promise. It is up, it is live. If you're a subscriber to the newsletter on thestyleshaker.com, you can check that out. I do mention some others that I like in there. On the scorecard post, I talk about alternatives as well. If you're looking for something that does give a bit more of a bounce, some of these can be dewy, some of them might not, but you know, there's the Say Slip Tint is one. Very different. Definitely check out the review for that if you want to learn more. Integrity Impeccable Skin is one I really like. It's richer. It gives more of a bounce. It's definitely more expensive though, so it's potentially a trade-off. And it's a little bit heavier in weight. I feel like those who might like the Tower 28 want something super lightweight. The Typology serum that I just tried is good, but there's no SPF, so you would need some SPF underneath. Those are just a few off the bat. I will link to everything that I just mentioned below. Again, the information, if you want more details, is back on the website. Thank you so much for watching. That is my review. That's what the scorecard says. What do you think about this product? Are you in love with it? Have you not tried it yet? Are you gonna buy it? Let me know your answers in the comments below. I am going to go put this away and test out some more products for you. I will be right back here real soon. Until then, bye.